Tonight on Season Pass.
Sports are back, and so are we. Week 1 of the high school football season is in the books, and we have the highlights. Sterling City looked to snap a streak while Lakeview battled Mesa. Highlights from San Angelo Stadium coming your way. We also have highlights from the high school volleyball court as Very Best opened its season against Grape Creek. All this and more tonight. Season Pass starts right now.
Season Pass is sponsored by Kent Elliott Roofing. Season Pass is sponsored by Kent Elliott Roofing.
Welcome everyone to Season Pass, your nonstop shop for all the highlights and scores from around the Concho Valley. I'm your host, Ryan Reynolds. It's been 168 days since the COVID-19 pandemic shut down sports and wiped us off the air. But tonight, we're back and we have, yes, sports. It's such a glorious thing to say, especially in what many would consider a dark time for our country. But shut all of that off and let's escape into the world of local sports. We have highlights from 17 games from around the area, both high school football and volleyball. So let's not waste any more time and let's get right to it. Starting with week 1 of the high school football season and the Lakeview Chiefs. They matched up against Mesa to open the season for the 3rd year in a row. And the Golden Tornadoes, they won in 2018. In 2019, the Chiefs took it, and this time around, Lakeview had the opportunity to win back-to-back season openers for the first time since 1991. So let's go ahead and go out to San Angelo Stadium for this one. This thing was all LV first quarter after a Mesa fumble. Albert Rodriguez shows off that cannon, finds Tristan Franklin down the sideline. 7-0. Chiefs strike first. Next possession after a Mesa turnover on downs. Lakeview on the goal line threatening to score again. Rodriguez keeps it. He's in for 6. Chiefs out to an early 14-0 lead. Second quarter. Watch this from Rodriguez. He's trying to add some more points. Rodriguez surveying the field under pressure, and he finds the open field. First down and more. There he goes. He puts on the brakes. How about that? And that play leads to this. 2 plays later, Rodriguez to Franklin again. 21-0 Chiefs, and they pick up the win. They cruise in this one. They win 35-8. Number 5 Wall taking on 9th-ranked Eastland. The Hawks have won the last 6 meetings, and that's Brendan Fleming. Hurdles over a Hawk and pushed out of bounds. What a move by him. Later, Eastland driving. QB keeper stopped short of the chains. That's a turnover on downs. Hawks take over, and their big offensive line controlled this one. Morrison tosses to Chase Rios, one of his many long runs. This one for a touchdown. He had 4 touchdowns on the day on just 5 carries. Mavericks trying to make something happen. Pass completed, but they couldn't get much offense going without Morton and company. Just hours before kickoff, Morton and 11 other Mavericks were ruled out for injuries in violation of team rules. Wall runs away with it 38-3. Matt Jones making his TLCA Eagle head coaching debut on the road facing the Brady Bulldogs. First quarter, Brady going for the home run ball. Cutter Johnson puts it up for Parker Leonard. He comes down with it, carries an Eagle a few extra yards. Look at that strength, but no score would come of it. Still first quarter, Bulldog handoff to J.D. Ibarra, and the sophomore, he's going to go to the house. Brady leads 7-0 after the PAT. Brady would look for more. Cutter Johnson takes it in himself. Bulldogs on top 13-0, and they also cruised in this one. Brady dominates 81-0, the final score. And that was 81-8. 13th ranked Ballinger on the road at Jim Ned first quarter, and the Bearcats come up with a big first play. Tyler Vaughn intercepts Tate Yardley. That sets up the offense in good field position, and it leads to this. Garrett Dixon just gets the ball over the goal line on the run. Bearcats lead it 7-0. Still in the first, Jim Ned's defense gets in on the action. They recover the Bearcats fumble. The Indians are in business, and you know how the saying goes. Defense leads to offense. Xavier Wishart with the short rushing touchdown for Jim Ned. His score ties it up at 7. Second quarter, Ballinger adds another score. Dixon finds the end zone for the 2nd time in the half. PAT no good though. 14-13 Jim Ned at the break. 4th quarter now, and this run seals it for Ballinger. Carter Arrett on the read option, and watch this. Flips into the end zone. What a play. A season pass top 5 nominee as the Bearcats go on to win it 20-13. Sonora taking on Ozona in the Battle of I-10. It's always a good way to start the season with a traditional rivalry. This one was all defense in the first. Preston Gonzalez is smothered on the end around 4th down for Ozona now. Jesse Vega drops back to pass, overthrows Joe Perez in the end zone. That's a turnover. And the Lions offense started to click in the second quarter. Jose Dominguez gets the toss, takes it wide, breaking ankles in the process, and he's eventually pushed out at the 5-yard line. Very next play, Dominguez, he finishes off the drive. Touchdown Lions. They take a 7-0 lead. Sonora would lead at the half, but Ozona and first-year head coach Jared Taylor, they come away with it. 15-8 the final. Ozona's first win over Sonora since 2010. Lakeview, Wall, Brady, Ballinger, and Ozona all picking up wins. Coming up next on Season Pass, we keep it rolling with high school football, including the big showdown between Christoval and Wink. We'll be right back.
I use ice cream as kind of for medicinal purposes, you know.
This would be so good for dinner.
Very crispy, spicy,
Delicious.
A little tang.
Crunch.
Oh, that's dangerous.
Hot through everything.
Uh-oh.
What?
I think I forgot to lock my Buick.
Parallel parking.
That hot yoga was so hot. Check this out. Cooling seats?
Alexa, ask Buick to start my SUV.
You can do that?
You can do that?
You can't do that.
You can with the Buick.
At the heart of every Buick SUV is you.
Get this low-mileage lease on this Encore GX without automatic parking assist and cooling seats for around $239 per month. Visit Mitchell Buick GMC in San Angelo.
The Business Men's and Women's Bible Class wants to share the word with you. Join us on 960 KGKL AM Sundays at 10 a.m. and worship with us. The Business Men's and Women's Bible Class wants to share Jesus' love for you to help you feel more connected to God and fellow Christians. For over 50 years, the Business Men's and Women's Bible Class has been sharing the Word of God with San Angelo, and they invite you to share the Word and fellowship every Sunday on KGKL 960 AM at 10 a.m.
It's Labor Day, and at Trade Furniture, we worked hard to bring in a whole shipment of furniture just for this event. And with all the exciting new merchandise, we are offering 5 years no interest, and it can be in your home right away. No special ordering, no waiting forever. It can be in your home the same day. We have new sectionals, new sleepers, new sofas, new bedrooms. It's all arriving at Trend Furniture just in time for Labor Day with 5 years no interest. Yeah. Trend Furniture across from Sunset Mall, 4002 Wellington.
So until this point, people were willing to put themselves in danger because of the deliciousness of a s'more.
Why would I want to start a fire? It's very dangerous. Skip the fire, get the shake. Toasted s'more shake.
Hey, welcome back to Season Pass. The Great Creek Eagles are running a new offense in 2020. It's called the Single Wing, and it's meant for teams that don't have a true pocket passing quarterback. The catch, though, it's not really popular anymore. The offense was big in the 1950s and 60s, but it's not seen in today's game. Something Eagles head coach Tanner Teal sees as an advantage. Did it pay off against Stanton on Friday? So let's get to the action. Buffalo's Eagles, week 1 of the high school football season. This was a low-scoring defensive battle. First quarter, Stanton with the ball. They reel in a nice catch on the sideline, trying to move the rock, but that drive stalls. Beautiful day out in Stanton as well. Great weather and a great crowd to see the game. They had band there as well. Nothing like that. Nothing like to return the Texas high school football season in Texas. Back to the action, though. Second quarter now. Score is tied at 0. Buffaloes with the ball, and they punch it in for the game's only touchdown. They convert the 2-point conversion to make it 8-0, and that stays the final. Grape Creek loses to Stanton. 6th-ranked Mesa opening the season against Comanche at the iconic Puncher Dome. And this is probably the most surprising game from week 1. First quarter, Hudson Welch unloads a deep ball complete to Bryce Hermeyer for the touchdown. Indians strike first 6-0, and that would be the score at the half. Third quarter, and look at this ball from Welch. Connects with Matthew Gonzalez to set Comanche up in scoring position, and it leads to this. Luke Wilson takes the toss, uses his speed to get to the edge. Indians on top 14-0 after the made two-point conversion. Mason had plenty of opportunities in this one, and despite being 19-point favorites, the Punchers get shut out at home 14-0. Mason will travel to Comfort next week. Out to Wink for one of the biggest week 1 matchups. Number 13 Cristobal battling the 6th-ranked Wildcats. Not good for Wink. From his own end zone, Cannon Gibson throws the interception to Braden Wilcox. What a talent he is on both sides of the ball. A pick 6. Cougars take an early 7-0 lead. Wink trying to get going. Right there is Mason Morgan with the big run right up the middle. That sets up this touchdown for Morgan, and that ties the game at 7. Scoreboard doesn't really reflect how close this game actually was, but the 2A powerhouse Wink, they come out on top 36-21 over Cristobal. Staying with 2A, the Jason Wilhelm era is officially underway at Miles. The Bulldogs taking on a much improved Coleman Blue Cat team. First quarter Blue Cats facing 3rd and 13. Denver Hunter, there goes that man. Braxton Smith into the end zone. Beautiful connection between Hunter and Smith. Coleman takes a 7-0 lead. Bulldogs defense trying to come up with a stop on the designed QB run. Braden Dunlap rips the ball out. Brandon Rodriguez recovers. Miles takes over. Ensuing possession for Miles. Facing 4th and 3. Rodriguez takes the handoff. Blue Cats defense holds him 7-0. Coleman still in front. Same score in the second quarter. Trying to get a drive going. The Central transfer Hayden Johnson chased from behind. Loses the football. Dylan Diaz scoops and scores. Blue Cats take a 14-0 lead. Miles gets stomped in this one. Coleman wins 32-0. So Cristobal and Miles losing their week 1 games. What about the others in District 14 2A Division 2? Well, things didn't go their way for 19th ranked El Dorado, as you see there in new head coach John Long. They lose to a tough San Saba team 56-14. El Dorado will host Winters on Friday at 7:30 p.m. The Menard Yellow Jackets, they got crushed by Cross Plains 54-6. They'll travel to McCamey on Friday. And then Junction, they lose to Ingram Moore at home 26-12. That one surprised me. Junction will travel to Lakeview Stadium on a Friday to meet TLCA. Kickoff for that one also set for 7:30 p.m. So all 4 Concho Valley schools in District 14 2A Division 2 pick up a loss in week 1. Coming up next on Season Pass, we have action from the 6-man level, and boy, was that Eden and Blackwell game fun. All the highlights from that one coming right up. Stay with us.
Hi, Joe Namath here, and like you, I'm at home staying safe, but I wanted to get this message out. To make these uncertain times a bit easier and safer while at home, Medicare Advantage plans have added new benefits, including telephone appointments with your doctors, in-home aids, home-delivered meals, home-delivered prescriptions, and so much more. But you don't get all the benefits automatically. You need to enroll. The easiest way to enroll is to call the Medicare Coverage Helpline. It's now more important than ever to make sure your Medicare coverage is up to date. We all have a few minutes to make a phone call to focus on our health. Get what you're entitled to. Call now. It's free.
Call 1-800-662-3800. That's 1-800-662-3800 now.
Barnwood Barbecue is now open for dine-in or carry-out evenings Tuesday through Saturday. We offer some of the best barbecue, catfish, chicken fried steaks, burgers, and desserts around. Our famous Cajun seafood boil will kick off every Friday night beginning August 14th. Bring your own adult beverage and hang out with us. Call 325-227-4460 for takeout orders or reservations. Come on out to Grape Creek and see what people are talking about.
With all the uncertainties in life, it's good to know that you can count on Bub Waltrip Roofing's commitment to quality and service. Specializing in composition roofing, and metal buildings, Bub Waltrip Roofing has been serving San Angelo for over 25 years. So give them a call at 658-9099 We're local and ready to serve you.
Welcome back, everyone. There were a ton of great matchups in week 1, but probably the biggest in the Concho Valley was 6th-ranked Blackwell versus number 16 Eden. The Hornets are coming off of one of their best seasons in program history, advancing to the state semifinals, while Eden claimed their first gold ball in 25 years. Last year, both programs are expected to have huge seasons this year, so let's go ahead and see who comes out with a win in this Goliath matchup. Early first quarter, no score. Eden on the move. Hunter Rogers pitches it back to Julian Gamboa. He unloads it to Jesus Morales, and the Bulldogs strike first 6-0. Next drive for Blackwell, 4th down, trying to get on the board. Sam Brinkman headed towards the end zone. He's taken down by a sea of blue. Swarming defense for Eden. Turnover on downs, and in a game like this, those possessions are costly. Eden, on the other hand, kept their offense going. Gamboa finds Caleb Tinney in the end zone. 14-0. Eden extends their lead. Blackwell would make this a game, though. They traded blows until the very end. The Bulldogs take it 62-60, handing Blackwell its first season opening loss since 2015. Big win for them out in Eden. 13th ranked Sterling City taking on number 13 Garden City. One of the greatest rivalries of the past decade. Garden City has won every matchup since 2014. First drive for the Eagles, and it's Francisco Gonzalez. Turns the corner, foot race to the end zone. Touchdown Eagles. They take an 8-0 lead. Still in the first quarter, Hudson Cox tosses it back to Cass Johnson, and he finds Chance Ferguson over the middle. No one's going to catch him. Sterling City up 20-0. Later in the quarter, Johnson back to pass, and again finds Ferguson. Hits the juke stick. Watch this. He's just going to cruise into the end zone, just like Sterling City cruising in this one. 28-8 at that point. They would go on to force a mercy rule at halftime. They win 74-28. The Eagles snap the 5-year streak. The Olphin Mustangs playing in their first ever varsity football game, taking on the Mullen Bulldogs. Opening kickoff. Craig Scott on the return, and he finds all the space, makes all the right moves at the right time, and jets down the sideline. 6-0. Mullen strikes first, and they piled it on. Brian Moore pitches to Troy Shelton. He finds the end zone. 14-0 Bulldogs on top. Next Mullen possession. Shelton with the toss back to Trenton Colston. Touchdown Bulldogs again. Mullen 45s Olphin. Bulldogs win 64-0. Taking a look at some final scores from around the area. Bront loses a Thursday night matchup against Rotan, 60-12. Next up for them is Panther Creek on the road Friday. And speaking of the Panther Creek Panthers, Erie County handles them pretty easily, 54-0 the final from that one. The Hornets will travel to Robert Lee this week. And how about those Paint Rock Indians? They take care of business against Lone, 62-12. Paint Rock can't play at home until late September because of field construction, so they'll be on the road again this week at Santa Ana. What a week it was for high school football. It's great to see action on the gridiron again, and it came with some surprises. Mason losing at home was a big shocker. Cristobal giving Wink a run for their money as well. That was huge. And, of course, Lakeview winning back-to-back season openers for the first time since 1999. What a week, and fans of the show know what's coming next. Let's roll back the tape and relive it all in this week's Concho Valley Rewind. And it was hot out there for those games on Friday. Love this time of year, though. Coming up next on Season Pass, we head indoors to some fresh AC and some competitive high school volleyball matches. Highlights coming your way. Stay with us.
Introducing the most capable Sierra lineup ever.
Step up to GMC and get $7,000 purchase cash on this 2020 Sierra Light Duty Crew Cab Texas Edition. That's an MSRP under $46,000. Visit Mitchell Buick GMC in San Angelo.
Hello, I'm Phil Sanders, and I'm the speaker on In Search of the Lord's Way. I'm here each week with a Bible-based message relevant to these troubling times. We're here through the generous support of several churches of Christ in this area, and they'd love to have you visit them and attend their Bible classes and worship assemblies. Please, won't you join us this week?
Join Phil Sanders in Search of the Lord's Way.
Attention, anyone on Medicare. Did you know you may now be eligible for additional Medicare-approved benefits, including dental, vision, hearing, and prescription drug coverage? Just call the toll-free number on your screen now to see if you qualify. The Medicare Benefits and Questions line is now open to help anyone on Medicare make sure you are getting the benefits you deserve. Just call 800-955-5341 now to find out if you're eligible for a Medicare Advantage plan that includes additional benefits like free hearing aids, free eyeglasses, free meal delivery, and free rides to medical appointments. You may also be eligible for $0 monthly premiums, $0 deductibles, or no copays. Just call the toll-free number on your screen now to see if you qualify for additional benefits including dental, vision, hearing, and prescription drugs. There is no obligation to enroll. The call and Medicare benefits review are absolutely free. Just call 800-955-5341. 800-955-5341.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Season Pass. The high school volleyball season is in full swing, and this week we have highlights from 5 games from around the Concho Valley, starting with Tuesday's action. Grape Creek taking on Very Best. This one actually the season opener for the Lady Falcons due to COVID-19 related issues. Set point Kennedy Wheelis. She shows her strength. Grape Creek can't handle it. Point goes to Very Best. They win the second set, 25-22. Third set, Grape Creek with their back against the wall. Abbott to Cora Blackwell, blocked by Ivy Lane and falls into Lady Falcon territory. Set tied at 3. Back and forth it went late in the third set. Bella Halfman with the monster block, giving Very Best a 28-27 lead. But the Lady Eagles fought back. Set point Halfman with a miss hit, and Grape Creek takes the set 31-29. Every set was close in this one, but Very Best would end up taking the 4th set to win the match. They start their season 1-0. TLCA hosting Sweetwater. All 3 sets were back and forth, but it only took 3 to settle it. 26-25 set point in the first. Kate Kirkland on the serve. Sweetwater's Katie Campa can't control it. Kirkland in set 1 on an ace, 27-25. Second set, Lady Eagles leading by 2. TLCA's Lillian Sanchez keeps the play alive. Kirkland catches the Lady Mustangs off guard right there with the kill. TLCA wins set 2, 25-18. To the third, Lady Eagles down 1. Emily De La Rosa keeps the play alive. Fallon Landers sets it back. De La Rosa finds the space for the kill, tied at 14, which brings us to match point. De La Rosa again keeps it up, and she gets the kill. Lady Eagles win set 3, 25-20, and they sweep the Lady Mustangs 3-0. Over to Sterling City for the Klondike Wall Duel. The Lady Eagles taking on Klondike in the early game yesterday. Late first set, Sterling City trying to close it out. A great ball from Peyton Glass, and that's Kate Barnes delivering the blow. Lady Eagles take the lead 23-22. A couple points later, Kinsey Woods to Barnes, gets it past the Klondike defense. Sterling City takes the first set 25-23. Set point in set 2. Glass with another great ball to Woods. She taps it over. Lady Eagles take the second set 25-18 and the match in 4 sets. Lakeview looking to stay perfect at home, hosting Coleman yesterday, and the Maidens were in rhythm, looking for the sweep in straight sets. Emily O'Donnell sets to Quimani Hairston, gets that shot to fall. Lakeview ahead 13-6 in the third. A little later, Lakeview up big. Michaela Wagner, we call those aces. Maidens up 21-12, and they kept it rolling. Emma Guevara beats the Coleman defense at the net to go up 22-12. In Lakeview, they take this one in straight sets, 3-0. Brant at home today for a duel against Benjamin and Wink. No fans allowed, but no problem. The Benjamin Lady Stangs in the stands with signs to support both teams. Lady Longhorns trying to avoid being swept by Wink. Keely Queen comes up with the block. 1-point lead for the Lady Cats. Good move from her. Brant trailing by 6. Michaela Vasquez, she's going to send it over the net. Two Lady Cats dive after it, which sends the ball out of bounds. Wink leads 20-15. The Lady Longhorns couldn't rally. Trying to fight off match point for Wink. Emily Jackson can't return it. Wink wins the third set, 25-17, to sweep the Lady Longhorns. More scores from around the area. Going back to that Klondike Wall duel out in Sterling City yesterday, the Wall Lady Hawks made their presence known. They swept Klondike in straight sets, and then they wrapped up the duel with a sweep of Sterling City, 25-23, 25-14, 25-23. Wall is now 8-2 on the year and will travel to Monahans on Tuesday. First serve is set for 5:30 p.m. The very best Lady Falcons, we saw them pick up their first win of the season against Grape Creek. They went on to beat Reagan County yesterday in straight sets, 25-12, 25-11, and then 25-16. Very best will try and spoil Lakeview's perfect home record on Tuesday. Should be a great match. First serve from Lakeview High School set for 6 p.m. Now definitely be out at that Lakeview game on Tuesday for their match. For anyone who wants to come say hello, stop by and say hi. Next on Season Pass, we have our top 5 plays of the week, as well as our player of the week. Don't touch that remote.
It's the 4-day Labor Day sale at Ashley Home Store. Hurry in this Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday for free delivery, plus up to 50% off store-wide or 60 months free financing. Like this 5-piece dining set, only $548. Reclining sofa, only $598. Only at Ashley Home Store.
Hi, I'm Mike with MGB, Mike's Gold Buyers. Gold and silver prices are terrific, which means more money for your gold, silver, and diamonds. Come to MGB and you'll say,
I sold gold and I like Mike.
On Avenue Inn by Angelo State.
Boys and Girls Clubs are providing millions of meals to communities, childcare to first responders, and virtual programming. We're doing whatever it takes to help families get through this crisis, but we can't do this alone. Visit bgca.org/relief fund.
It's the 4-day Labor Day sale at Ashley Home Store. Hurry in this Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday for free delivery, plus up to 50% off store-wide or 60 months free financing. Like this 5-piece dining set, only $548. Reclining sofa, only $598. Only at Ashley Home Store.
Welcome back to Season Pass. After all the blocks, kills, dives, and catches, we've managed to compile everything into a new top plays segment. So let's go ahead and not waste any more time with that. It was hard narrowing it down to just 5, but we have them. And starting at number 5, very best taking on Grape Creek. And that's the senior Bella Halfman with the monster block. Lady Falcons pick up their first win of the season in 4 sets. Number 4, Sterling City taking on Klondike at the Klondike Wall duel. And how about this tricky move from Kinsey Woods? What a textbook play from her, and all-around great execution by the Lady Eagles. That play won them set 2 over Klondike as they pick up the win in 4 sets. Moving into the top 3 now. These two had a connection in week 1. Albert Rodriguez, he finds Tristan Franklin just one of his 3 touchdown receptions in this one. Lakeview opens the season with a win over La Mesa, 35-8. Franklin, 3 catches, 122 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Number 2, check out this sideline catch by Mason's Hayden Harding. Matthew Kerr delivering a beautiful strike on the money. Harding hauling it in. He even got 2 feet in bounds. What a play. However, Mason couldn't pull it out. They lose a shocker to Comanche, 14-0. Which brings us to our top play in the Concho Valley, and I can watch this thing on a loop. Carter Arrett going airborne into the end zone for Ballinger, and that wins the game for the Bearcats. Ballinger picks up the win over Jim Ned, 20-14. They host Breckenridge on Friday. And we're running out of time, so we're going to wrap this thing up. Our player of the week this week is Walls senior running back Chase Rios. Congrats to you. 5 rushes, 4 touchdowns. We'll be right back here next week. Good night, Concho Valley.